While flooding is the main severe weather concern now, it won't be long before wildfire season is upon us. And for that reason, U.S. Senator Tina Smith traveled to Duluth today, meeting with the very people who fight those flames. Northern News Now's Cara Kopp takes a look at why.
Senator Tina Smith stopped at Lakewood Township's fire station Monday afternoon, serving as the bearer of good news.
It is a great day to be here to celebrate this announcement of nearly $900,000 of federal funding to help St. Louis County deal and mitigate with wildfire risks.
St. Louis County has around 7,000 square miles of land, most of which is forest.
And so wildfires are a big threat and a big risk, especially with the significant droughts that we have experienced in northern Minnesota.
Like 2021, when wildfires torched the region, burning thousands of acres and even forcing the closure of the Boundary Waters for a time.
And this funding will be used by local lake and road associations, fire departments, and township boards, all with the highest wildfire risk.
The money will be used to educate more people in rural areas on evacuation planning, open areas that aren't currently accessible to fire trucks, remove dead brush from the properties, and then cut vegetation away from homes and cabins.
So we'll be going out, working with the townships and the fire departments, going out doing some assessments, looking at structures, seeing if there's hazards we can be removed to help.
The funding intended to make the region less vulnerable to wildfires over the next 5 years.
In my mind, it just underscores the need to continue investing like this for this kind of work, to continue improving.
In Duluth, Cara Kopp, Northern News Now.
And this wildfire defense grant is funded by the 2021 infrastructure law.